Alright guys, day 30. You can see we're just about through the current here, getting close to the west end of Cuba. We have a couple of contacts. This guy's on AIS. You see him way out there on the horizon. We have a beautiful moon tonight. This guy did not show up on AIS. But it looks like he's moving. You can see him right there. Looks like he's moving away from us. Why he's not on AIS, I don't know. But wind picked up a little bit. Just called it almost exactly what it is. Moon's still out. Beautiful moon out here tonight. Which, when you're out here in a moon, it's hard to explain, but it's almost, it's not daylight, but it's really, really nice out. So day 30. Boat's running really, really well. I think I'm going to slow down a little bit more too at nighttime. Morning of the day 30. There's Cuba right here in the background. That is all Cuba right there. We're gonna come within a few miles of it. We're already probably about 4 miles out right now. Look at that beautiful sunrise, sorry. Just gorgeous. There's Cuba right there. Talking to Lee about the last time we made the attempt. The boat wasn't ready. There's like this. I know it was a 2 week. It was a little over 2 weeks, or right at 2 weeks since our last attempt. And comparing it to this time, the boat was not even close to being ready. These things that we did were imperative. I mean, it's like there's no way. Just the harmonic balancers would have shut us down. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, there's no question about that at all. Those harmonic balancers, they would have popped off at any time. Then what do we do? You know, and it wasn't that we were going to lose one. We eventually we would have lost both, and there's no way they were going 6,000 miles. So there was a lot of good reasons for us turning around. And the boatyard even said, Paul, the rudder posts were the least of your problems. If that's what they actually told me that. And Chad wasn't there, but Chad, that we were just talking about, like, the boat wasn't ready on that first attempt, and even the boatyard said that the rudder posts would not have turned us around. That wasn't even your major issues. That's the issues that turned us around. It was like that harmonic balancer being bad on those engines. That the starboard engine was ready to. The harmonic balancer wasn't off, but it was ready to come off. And then on the port engine, it needed it too. And then, just multiple.
It kept compounding.
Yeah, it kept compounding, and it just the shaft too on that port engine. They said that could have been catastrophe, because running it that long with it wobbling like that could have.
That was disaster waiting to happen.
It happened, right?
It was a blessing that it
Yeah,
happened.
it was a
really
blessing.
was.
And then the way we discovered everything was an absolute blessing. So you're seeing a completely different ride, Chad, than when we saw the first
I
time.
can only imagine. I'm glad I wasn't here for
Honestly,
that.
it wasn't that bad. It was the boat handled really well. It's just the problems were bigger than we realized.
Well, I appreciate you guys going through that, so I didn't have to.
Yeah.
Paul and Pete went through it, and the driving wasn't. I mean, intense, but it just wasn't ready.
The steering on the boat is like we have not touched the autopilot, nothing. We haven't touched anything in the last like 30 hours, so it's amazing. Making another pot of coffee?
Yeah, I'd like to have a cup of coffee there.
Well, Chief, you gotta get up a little earlier in the morning.
Yeah.
This ain't, you know, this ain't your mommy's cruise ship, right?
I know.
This is
I signed up for the Pampered Peep package.
this ain't the pampered freaking 3 hots and this is 3 hots and a cot. Look at the speed we're going. That's the current's got us, and it just, when you see this boat moving 10 miles an hour, you know we're in some current. We're getting some help.
Looks like
So I put our American flag up, and one of the other things I've got to do is I've got to put a rope up here in this mast. Let's figure out, I could probably get a little pole and loop up to the top of that pulley right there and come up with a system for our quarantine flag. Beautiful day out here. There's Cuba right over here. We're gonna get quite a bit closer to Cuba. Right now we're hauling pretty good actually. We're doing about 10 miles an hour. I'm up here putting the flag up. I'm gonna go ahead and I pulled the cover off of the life raft just in case we need it, and I'm gonna cut the shipping straps, which are these right here. I want to make sure that those are off so that this thing is ready to go. Morning, they're going to take the vacuum and suck all the water out of every bilge is what they're doing. There's not much water in any of the bilges, but we just want to kind of...
I get the next one down for you. Square one, but they've come a long ways, and so you want a nice vacuum. We're going to convert this over to liquid now.
A little bit, but not much. I'm going to check those packings when you guys get done. Only because I want to just make sure they're not leaking. If they are, I can tighten them up a little bit. The water looks clean too.
Yeah, clean as well.
Boys are done, so I'm gonna go down into the bilge and I'm gonna check that all the steering gear, make sure that we're not leaking any water down there. There's a lot of force on these parts. So let's go underneath and see if we got anything. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten them both down. Good. I don't want no tracking no shit through the boat. Chief.
Alright.
He's like a horse. Put up your other hoof.
Let me see the other hoof.
So a story. My wife is a horse person.
Oh, she is?
She taught me to walk around a horse. You touch your back and walk around them. Is that why y'all been doing that to me?
It's bread. So we'll see how it turns out. We're going to have it for dinner, right?
Yes.
You just got to wait for that to rise, or?
Yes, this is a recipe from Trimble County, Kentucky.
Nice.
She's no longer with us, the one who put it in there.
Yeah, and don't give him praise if there's none to be given. Chad, you gotta. Chief is over here cooking up lunch. Chad, don't just say this. What is
I would eat it again. It's damn good.
Nice. She's slaving away here. These sea conditions, though, are like, but it was called out like this, so you can see that current right there. We are now we're getting out of the current. We're going to lose a little speed. That current's pushing us right now, and then we'll come around the tip again, and then we'll get back into the current, and that will affect us. Really lucky with this weather so far. Luckily, there's no sugar on this boat, so I need one of these rolls. This has got a. I'm looking forward to it.
Good.
We'll probably kill him.
It's got a little bit in it.
By tonight, we'll probably kill him for him.
They went rabbit.
The crew went rabbit. Well, me and Chad got our lunch, and I liked it. So
I did too.
Chef gets a freaking A+ for that. What'd you think, Leaf, of lunch today?
Very good.
Nice.
Excellent.
All right, so I'm gonna go do my noon engine room check. So you guys can see we're just barely getting, that's the very western tip of Cuba. You can see it out there. Barely see the land right there. Anyway, we're getting close to making that turn, and then we start heading over to the Cayman Islands. I'm going to make a pretty hard turn around Cuba here, and then we'll cut over here, somewhere right around in here, and that there, and then it's a straight shot over to Panama. Right here, we're going to go ahead and start our turn. Do about 10-degree increments. That's a bigger picture of what we're doing. Stop in and visit Cuba. But today we are driving by. This is the west end of Cuba right there. That's the lighthouse. In comments, somebody give me the name of that lighthouse. So yeah, I'm gonna go down and do my engine room, my 6 o'clock engine room inspection.
All right.
So we can write down hours on the engines, and we're gonna change fuel. So port is 765 and starboard is 776. So 765 and 776, and then I'm going to go down right now. I'm going to get you generator hours and temperatures, and I'm going to look at a few things down there. Chad, you already at the helm?
Yes, sir.
Everybody else went to bed on you?
I sent you down.
Nice. Let's look down there. Wow, look at that. That's gonna be a beautiful sunset. Woo. Oh my God. Let's go check him out. So we switched up the schedules tonight too. Chad's gonna take on, or we're gonna do 3-hour shifts. Chad will be on the first one, 8 to 11, then I'm gonna do 11 to 1, and then from 1 to 4, and then 4 to 8. Big oil tanker over here. Wow, look at that sun dropping behind that cloud. It's beautiful. It's always cool to see that sun, that last little speck there. Beautiful out here. Let's see where we're at. It's Cuba on our left, and we're heading right here to the Cayman Islands, right at the end of that dot. That's the Cayman Islands right there. Anyway, end of day 30. It's midnight. Doing about 8 miles an hour. Sorry about that. No contacts. We just passed a ship not too long ago. And I'm gonna go down and do my midnight engine room check. And that'll be it for today number 30. Guys, end of day 30. You can see everything looking good. I just went down to the engine room check. Everything was perfect in there. It's 160s on the temperatures, no water in the bilges. Generator of 175 and holding. Everything looks really, really good down there. So anyway, make sure you guys hit that like, subscribe, share with your friends. Remember, live life with no regrets. We do, and thank you so much for watching. We both appreciate it so much. You have no idea.